Shalom, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. I believe that all of us are watching right now the events that are happening in the United States with hurricane after hurricane that is hitting and battering the East Coast. Now, we have to also pay attention to the seasons and the times. You see, we are entering into Yom Kippur, a time of judgment. And as this hurricane hits, we have to pay attention to what's happening right now in Israel, specifically in the connection to the United States. Today, President Biden had a meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu. Although I don't know exactly what was said in the meeting, nobody does. One thing is certain. The United States view Israel as now occupiers of Lebanon, a country, Israel, that has been battered by roughly 27,000 rockets and hundreds of missiles, now called by the United States an occupier of Lebanon, with a history of doing this. Friends, this harassment and this oppression of the United States toward the Israeli administration is a sign of a great and terrible things that are about to unleash at America. Look at the headlines right now on your screen. It has been released just hours before the hurricane that is battering and harassing and hurting so many people. Just as Israel now called occupiers and evacuating. Look what's happening in the United States. Many in the East Coast are evacuating this land. God help us today. May our nation make a teshuvah and repentance. The fact that the United States of America does not want to get involved in this attack against Iran. It is clear as daylight, and speaking very softly from both sides of its mouth should raise a concern and a worry for everybody with the question, could the United States be Edom here on earth? In the Zohar, we read the following. How many times did I not hear your voice and not recognize you? Then the entire world was confused in great chaos. Nation fighting against nation, people fighting against people, and the people and the person not looking like a king could become a ruler. Foreign nation and languages would come with him. Those who do not know judgment and law or the ways of the kingdom. How many battles do they wish to wage? By soft speech he shall do as he wishes and rules and have evil thoughts to inflict damage. He will misbehave with one set of people. Then the lone people will be deep trouble, called Jacob trouble. At the time, the sons of Ishmael will wage heavy battles in the world. The sons of Edom shall rise and gather them and wage war against them. One on the sea, one on the land, and one in Jerusalem, near Jerusalem. They shall rule each other, and the Holy One and the Holy Land shall not be handed over to the son of Edom. Brothers and sisters, I want you to hear today this plea. I wrote in the book, while I cannot say for certainty that the word of the Zohar speak on the current administration of the United States, many interpret it as such. Needless to say, America is pressuring and bullying Israel and manipulating geopolitical situation in Israel, which will lead to the deficit and consequences on the United States. America is standing at a crossroad today as anti-Semitism has reached new heights. 24% increase just month over month. 1,000% increase year over year. during this administration. Only time will tell if the nation, the United States of America, is the new Edom. One thing is certain, friends. Great war between Rome, which is Esav, and the Western Christianized civil world, together with Ishmael, representing Esav, is undoubtedly coming despite their initial alliance. How can it happen? It can happen. Psikata de Rabati explained this. And what it will lead to, a false peace agreement between Israel and some of its neighbors, which will be the trigger for this last word. Who is the one who promoting this today? The same ones who's calling Israel an occupier. Brothers and sisters, I'm coming to you today, especially to all my American friends, with a plea. Pray for your country. Pray for your administration. I urge you also to read this prophetic book. I've written this almost a year ago now. Read the Fall of Edom. Let's get ourselves ready. Mashiach is on his way. And for those in the East Coast, may mercy come upon you despite the sins that we as a nation committing right now against Israel. God bless you. May Hashem